I'm Elmer. Welcome to Crooked River Overland. Today's part one series of our Jeep GMRS antenna install. In this video I'm going to talk about kind of why we chose this antenna and of course where we're going to be located and what to expect out of it. Midland makes three types of antennas. One of the antennas is called the Canyon Edge. It's their most affordable one and of course has 3.3 dB of gain. Now if you don't know what that is basically the power that comes out of the antenna that allows the radio to communicate at a better range. This is kind of crucial and important when choosing an antenna. Of course, it being a shorter antenna, it's an antenna that's more of an urban type of environment that's used. And maybe you're only needing vehicle communications to vehicle. It's a great thing. It also allows you to clear parking decks and of course gives you the option of using a repeater system. The next one is the Highland one, which is the one I have right here on the Jeep, and of course the Highland is the hybrid of it. It still has 3.3 dB of gain, but it's 28.5 inches long, and it gives us the ability to not only have distance wise because of the length of the antenna is increased, but also gives us the ability to use short range communication such as the one vehicle to vehicle. Also it allows us to be in both an urban environment and overlanding or an off-road environment. The final one in the series is there one with 6.6 dB of gain, and that is our Highland Tall. That's about 38.5 inches tall. It makes kind of, when it's mounted to the Jeep's front bumper here, that we wouldn't be able to clear even a McDonald's drive-thru. So we don't want to end up using that on our Jeep, and of course with 6.6 dB of gain, we don't need that much power. That's for more somebody that's kind of out in Colorado, Oklahoma, that needs that kind of power, needs that kind of range. We have an amateur radio in the Jeep, and of course, that's going to compensate for that. This is just for somebody to communicate, maybe in our group that doesn't have a ham radio license, uses GMRSs, and that's kind of the way it is. We decided to mount the antenna to the passenger side of the vehicle for two reasons. Number one is it keeps it clear of the amateur radio antenna behind me. And second of all, by it being in the front passenger side of the vehicle, then we could communicate with other vehicles without having to worry about harmful interference to the ham radio antenna or even to some of the other blocking, like the small antenna here that came with the radio is being blocked by the metal of the hood. It gives us a little bit better directionality to pick up and receive. Of course, this kind of comes with a very interesting split nut system, which the nut is actually split like this and comes off the cable and allows it to be fed through the hole on the mount right here. And let me throw that back on. And of course, the radio mount end of it has a dual threaded coupling. Goes from an SO239 coupling down to this micro, I don't even remember what they call this, micro SMA connector. And of course the thread's on there, but this allows you to thread this cable all the way through this here. And of course what we expect from this antenna is to give us both on and off-road capabilities, be able to use it because our Jeep is used in the weather spotting industry, so we may have to communicate between vehicles while we're out there storm spotting. Also gives us the ability to, at the grid's down, to better receive and find out what's actually kind of going on. So it's something, it's a tool in our toolkit. It's something that's not a toy that we're adding to our Jeep just for show. It's actually going to be a purposeful thing. And of course, as always, stay healthy, stay blessed, and I'll see you out on the trail.